Hello, we're back for part two of the very first iteration of the new volcanic orb Spellblade. Why a Spellblade, you ask? Because dual wield. Spellblades can dual wield. So, playing this character on Legacy, I streamed over an hour of this earlier today because I'm trying to make a build guide on this character, but in order to make the build guide, we need to push corruption a bit. Because I know, y'all are a bunch of min-maxers. I get it. Me? I like to min-max, don't get me wrong. But I just like to play fun builds. I like coming up with a cool build concept. I see an item or an ability or a playstyle and I go, that looks cool and thematic. I'd like to roleplay that. And then I just see how far I can get it, right? So this guy, we're at 160 corruption right now. We're pushing corruption today. And in addition to that, we're going to be experimenting with shattering these set rings. These set rings are the core of this build. Because they allow Volcanic Orb to orbit around you. And it auto-casts Volcanic Orb, this build. A cold version and a fire version. And that's really cool. And that's why I wanted to play it. I saw this item set came out with Season 4, and I said, I want to try that. I want Volcanic Orbs to orbit me. And as a mage, one ice, one fire orb seems pretty cool. They did a similar thing with the meteor ability this year, or this update, I should say. Oh yeah, this is the other thing. Okay, so I'm looking for a cemetery because I need to place some woven echoes on my echo web. And that's so I can shatter those set rings, but I also wanted to try this Pinnacle of Chaos. I've heard it's quite difficult. So we Flame Ward, Flame Rush into the enemies, and then you just melee with Mana Strike, and you Flame Rush. And you just keep casting your Flame Ward whenever it's ready. We also have Enchant Weapon, but that casts itself. And that's the rotation, roughly. Just pretty much just Flame Rush and melee. The melee keeps your mana up at as much as possible. And the Flame Rush does hella damage because it's actually a Volcanic Orb. You turn into a Volcanic Orb. And it casts one that orbits around you. So it's two Volcanic Orbs for 2-for-1 Volcanic Orbs. In Canada we call that a goofer. And I think it looks pretty cool. The graphics for the like the animation particle effects for the Volcanic Orb kind of glitch out a little bit when you have a bunch of them spinning around you and you're moving around. So I might report that as a bug. Okay, we're going. We're gonna go west primarily, but I'm gonna grab this shrine first. Pretty much grab every shrine I see. Oh, the other part of the rotation I didn't really mention is just dodging frequently, which I mean, when you're pushing corruption, a lot of builds are going to be dodging as regularly as possible, but this one, you kind of want to be we're squishy, right? We're a mage. I mean, we're a bit tanky because we've got a primordial chest. Like, we have a lot of ward gen, and it's not completely reliant on being low life, which is nice. But I'm being a little overly cautious with this guy right now, because up until right now, like, I've been working on this build for a couple days, few days. But he was really squishy up until today. Up until my last live stream, basically, I kind of fixed his tankiness. I think. For now, anyway. We'll see as the corruption goes higher. But I'd like to kill Aberoth with this guy, if possible. I think he can do enough damage for that. And it just have to, like, keep working on his survival. Should I leave? Yeah, I should leave. On to the next one. Ooh, nice. Got some more rings. Heck yeah. Wow, that's really nice. Ooh. Shoot. Whatever. I'll do my prophecies after this pinnacle thing. Pinnacle Chaos. Because I probably have a ton of favor to spend on my Circle of Fortune prophecies. As you can see, sometimes on just regular mobs, you might start running out of mana a bit, because a lot of our mana comes from hitting rares and bosses. But we get a good amount of attack speed from our enchant weapon ability that, again, auto casts itself. And because of that, we don't have to worry about putting attack speed on much else, because that attack speed gives you a lot more mana generation. Did I pick something up? I didn't want that. Okay. And your flame rush, when you're up close and personal with an enemy like that, you can just tap the flame rush and it'll cast. It's best for the flame rush to always connect with an enemy because it does the most damage that way. But even if it doesn't, ooh, T7 spell crit. Yes, please. That's the other thing. I'll update my loop filter for this because we want. I think I want this. I want to duplicate that. Equal to tier 7. They should go. I like Discovery. That's what I was using last season. What's my T7 sound? Begins pretty good. Discovery's obvious. That's why I liked it. That's too much. That just sounds like the lizards. That comet might be the most intense one so far. Oh, they're all intense down here. You ever had sex while camping? It's intense. That's the T7 noise. Okay. Cool. Let's go do the Exiled Mage, and then we'll go back up and try that one. Yeah, it's a really mana-intensive build. Like, Volcanic Orb costs like 50 mana to cast. What is it? Where's my cursor? 57. It's almost 60 mana to cast, and it's auto-casting a ton of them. You can also cast it yourself, and it's on a very short cooldown, which is nice. And I do that, but it's mainly just for bosses, or if I have nothing else to press. But you need like almost full mana to cast it, especially if you are on a boss. You can bring out like 5 volcanic orbs, and the thing, like, if you can, you do want to try and alternate between the ice orb and the fire orb. Like, if you can have both at the same time, that's kind of ideal, because you get a bonus every time you switch elements. So there's a couple things about the playstyle that are pretty specific to the build and do require a bit of like skill and memorization, and that's just using your flame rush as frequently as possible and hitting an enemy with it, and then also making sure your melee attacks are landing. And I think there's something else I'm forgetting too. I'll see if it comes back to me on this fight, because I think this is a boss fight. I haven't done this yet. I think this is where there's a bunch of omen windows, maybe? Oh, get out of that damage. Okay. Oh. These guys are really hard too. Oh, okay. I need some mana. They're so concentrated. Oh no! That was crazy. I don't know if I can do that yet. Might need some... I don't know. That was crazy. I never tried one of those. Now it's destabilized. So I don't even think... It's probably not even worth doing that one anymore. I'll just... Oh. Let me check my... I need to check my Weaver tree. Cemetery? I think that's what I want. So... What would that go... Wait. What would that go? Drop chance. Rewards. Cemetery spawn rate. Is it worth doing a full respec for that? What would I even get rid of? Well, yeah, okay, let's do it. Fuck it. Oh no. The Weaver tree respec is broken again. I think this was a bug at some point. Well... I don't think it's gonna work. It's just stuck respecing. So, screw it. Do this arena quick, and then Hopefully we'll get a cemetery shortly. Look at all them volcanic orbs. Yeah, on cemeteries you kind of have to like button mash a little bit and keep track of your mana. Like I'm playing on controller, which ever since the controller support got good, I pretty much only play this game on controller now. It's a lot of fun. Although, what's up, Marty Joe? Hope you're having a great day, dude. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, with this build on controller, you're smashing buttons. The one difference between mouse and keyboard too, that still kind of sucks right now is on mouse and keyboard, you can like hold down a bunch of ability keys, like your buttons for your skills, and they'll just auto-cat. What the heck? Man, I was at full health. What happened? Necrotic. What is my necrotic resist? It's pretty good. Nice. Necromancer. I have been meaning to also level a necro this season, Marty, because the summon skeletons now, you can have the archers do ice damage or fire damage, and I want to make like a ice necro with a bunch of skeletons. I think that'd be fun. Do I attempt that again? Just need to go further north. Maybe I'll just take an easy path. I really want to push the 300 corruption today. Do I... I'm gonna be sad if I lose this echo. I'm gonna finish the stability and then do the review stuff in case I die again. Ooh, hello. Oh, I just like one hit that lizard. What's my DPS? 440 almost. Oh, you're in fire arrows? Nice. Yeah, the fire arrows are cool too. Yeah, I really like the skeleton archers. That's good. Yeah, you're talking about the Rip Blood ability, I think, and in the Rip Blood skill tree, there's... Yeah, that's good. Summoning skeletons is really helpful. In the Rip Blood skill tree, there's a node you can unlock that makes all your enemies attack whichever, or sorry, makes all your skeletons attack whichever enemy your Rip Blood hit. So you use Rip Blood and all your minions will go right to whoever you're targeting. It's a really good way to increase your damage because they like focus all their attacks on one enemy instead of spread out. Well, yeah, so that's actually why I use that skill point in Rip Blood. Because you don't have to have, like, you can, on the controller, if you're using that Rip Blood thing that makes your minions aggro your target, you don't have to use the send minion key anymore. It, like, frees up that button. But I'm pretty sure it's one of the arrow keys. It's an arrow key on to send your minions by default. I think it's left arrow, if I'm not mistaken. But I can check in a moment here once I got full stability. 30 seconds to finish the stability bar, and then we'll go on to the next one. Hey Marty, what do you think about this build, man? This is like so many volcanic orbs around. That's the whole build, is just volcanic orbs spinning around like a Beyblade. Alright, stability's full. I can teleport. Oh, what's that? T6 spell damage, not bad. I'll take it. Let's get over there. Okay, passive point is going in a Rune Master, isn't it? Yep, damage reduction and health. What do we have here? Crit strike multi. That would be nice. Damage over time. I'm kind of curious about. I don't really need, like, move speed's cool. If I was using wrong warp, actually. Ooh, that's kind of smart. How much? I have 29% move speed. I do get haste sometimes. I've been thinking about replacing my wand with a wrong warp, but I want a 2LP wrong warp, which is just a unique wand. I kind of like, I guess I could be using teleport instead of flame rush, but the flame rush does really good damage. But I wanted this because increase spell damage per 1% increase movement speed. Oh, and chance to gain haste on hit. Like, I would have perma haste with that on. And if I had a 2LP wrong warp and I could put the spell damage and spell crit, I could just do even just the. Oh yeah, I need to be. Oh, and it's next level that I can use it. Okay. Spell crit's so high. Oh yeah. Okay, let me find all the other wrong warps. These ones have no LP. That's lame. I don't think I have too many of them. 1 LP. That is all she wrote. I'm gonna put back. Let's put this chest. I can get rid of some of these. Transcriber's Graver. Get rid of these wrong warps too. Actually, should I use? Maybe I should try one of them. Do I want spell crit or spell damage? Like, do I have a T7 spell damage? Probably not. I think I'd be using it if I had it. T6. T6. T7 spell damage. Oh my god. It's a max roll. Oh my god. I am so excited. Okay, so I just need one level and then I can, well, I guess I could slam the wrong warp and then get the one level. Do I slam it first? I guess. I kind of just don't want to forget. So I think I'm going to slam it now so I don't forget. And then when I get the level, I'll just equip it. Actually, how is my inventory right now? Could be worse. Not too full. Okay, and it's a level 83 item. Pardon me. So I think we need to go tier 3. We gotta go tier 4. Shoot. I might have to slam that on my main. I don't know if I can do a tier 4 Julra on this guy. I could try. The hell? See if we can do tier 4 Julra. I don't know. I don't think I can do it. I don't think he's ready yet for that. But the wrong warp might tip the scale. I will use the wrong warp yet.
Escape is impossible.
We'll see.
Sapphire water.
Oh, I didn't really see what got me. I don't think it was the spinning attack. I'll try. I might have to switch to like I have a Raptor pack Beastmaster that can wreck tier 4 Julra. I might have to switch to him just to do that slam and then switch back. See Marty, this is why you don't delete your characters. Because I need 2 characters to make my new wand into a legendary item. This guy's not quite strong enough.
Escape is impossible.
Oh yeah, I kind of forgot to turn my game volume down. I'm not sure how the volume of the game compares to my mic volume right now. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, that was maybe the puddle. Okay, let's try this one more time. Maybe I can do it. I've got the damage, I just don't really have the survivability to take her on. Alright. Let's see what's up.
Escape is impossible. The future. Sapphire water.
I do like the Julra fight. It's a fun fight. The mechanics are cool. I know. Not saying I'm great at it. Just think it's cool. And now we're gonna switch to the raptor, the main character, so I can do this slam because I'm not trying to really bash my head against a Julra fight for the next hour. My main interest is pushing corruption on this character. So T7 spell. Do I want spell damage or spell crit? Well, let's see what improves my volcanic orb the most. Spell crit 360. Spell 404. Yeah, okay, we'll go spell damage. Right? Yeah. But oh, if I had both, could be at that. Whatever. Let's put them in here. Wrong warp's in there. There we go. Okay. Switch to my other character real quick. Kill Julra in 5 seconds flat. And then we'll get back to pushing corruption. Where is my Beastmaster? Hello, Raptor Man. Wears a scarf that is a small dinosaur. That's the kind of Raptor Man that he is. You know what I'm saying? Right. Inventory. Resources. Well, there's a stash behind us, so we'll take these two. Thank you. Now we will go to resources. Right click the key. Go to Temporal Sanctum. We're gonna wreck tier 4 Julra. And then get one more level on Spellblade, Mr. Volcanic Orb. I haven't played this guy in a minute. Oh, I probably need to redo my Weaver tree because when they like reset everyone's Weaver trees. I have the item? Yep. Alright, Julra. This is the first character that I killed Aberoth on. Pretty proud of that. Never killed Uber, but maybe one day. We'll see. Haven't really had time to... I mean, I guess I could just play a silly build and kill Uber. I should do that. I should make that... there's a Blade Dancer that's really ridiculous right now. Whoops, didn't mean to zoom in.
Escape is impossible.
I'm gonna get you.
The future.
Your escape is impossible for me, huh? You gotta worry about me. You're really sneaky, dude. In the midst of all that.
Escape is impossible.
Oh no. Oh no. Don't die. Don't die. The nice thing about this Raptor build too is like, you aren't the one. I was so cocky. I got too cocky. Fuck. Okay. We got her down to a quarter health, so we know we can do it, right? Oh, I was talking shit. You know what? Let's put on our Raptor appearance. The old white and red Raptors.
People, I will have it. is impossible. Sapphire waters.
I don't know what was hitting me there.
Escape is impossible.
What is hitting me? Jeez. You know what? I'm embarrassed. I'm not gonna lie. Apparently T4 Jolra is kinda hard. Who really knew, right? I don't know if I have like a better build than this either. I'm trying to think who I usually fight Jolra.
I will have it.
Maybe I just need to chill
Escape
and
is
be more
impossible.
patient. And
Sapphire waters.
just worry they're staying alive instead of killing her fast. Because staying alive is what the BG's saying about it. And they knew what they were talking about. Right?
Escape
Bee
is
Gees fans? You like the Bee Gees or what? Oh no! Y'all didn't tune in to watch me die on my raptor, but I'm a getter. I am going to end T4 Jolra this try.
Epoch. I will have it. Escape is impossible. Sapphire water.
I really wish my map wouldn't get accidentally turned on so frequently that I click my stick by accident.
Escape is impossible.
Why? Okay. Her attack was like on an angle there. Don't die, don't die. Okay, I can do it. She's almost dead.
Escape is impossible.
Just have to wait and let them kill her. I don't need to be smacking them. I think that's what got me. I've got so used to playing my mage and smacking everybody. It's like, this is a minion build. You don't need to do that. You can just let... Oh, his loot filter's not turned on either. Hopefully... Yeah, there it is. Alright. Let's slam this wrong warp for my mage. So that he may become stronger. Ooh, it's gonna be good. B. Heck yeah. Okay, let's drop that back in here. With this too, because reasons. What's this? Alright. Switch back to the man of the hour, which is the Spellblade with Volcanic Orb that nobody seems to be playing for some reason. Except for me. And we're gonna have to get this thing online. The people need to know about it. I've got the connecting error. Well, we're gonna have to Alt F4 to fix that little... Well, I can just exit game, actually. No need to Alt F4. Alright, let's boot her back up. It's supposed to be a rainy day today, but I don't think it started raining yet. Alright, now we gotta get level 83, so we can put that wrong warp on. I'll take it out of the stash now anyway. Wrong warp. It's gonna be so good. And let's get back to the action, back to the main event. Pushing corruption. Oh, wrong one. Okay. Right. I'm going... Is that a false temple? Need a cemetery. I didn't redo my Weaver thing, did I? Oh yeah, because it like didn't want to. It was like lived out. Ooh, maybe I'll turn the volume down a little bit too on the game. I think I asked about that, or made it. I think I suggested that earlier and didn't do it for the stream. Wasn't really sure how my mic volume was balancing with the game volume. But if you want it turned up, you just let me know. Yeah, the 50% attack speed increase from enchant weapon really helps my mana generation, and I should probably just keep it on now. I've like respec out of enchant weapon so many times because it doesn't do a whole lot for me. It's just extra. And every time I respec away from it, I end up coming back. And it's that attack speed that brings me back. Or the other thing is like I've experimented with other sort of auto cast methods, like the helmet that gives you Glacier on your dodge. You cast Glacier every time you dodge, which is sick. I love that helmet. I have a whole build based on that, which I kind of forgot I was working on because I started doing this, but that may also be a build guide video because it's like I don't know, I don't want to call them meme builds because they're not meme builds, it's just they're like thematic roleplay builds, right? Where I have an idea and I want to try to make it good. It's like some of them are a bit memey, like, oh, I don't know. I guess a meme build is more conceptual, based on an external concept. External to the video game, I mean. Need some mana, which Flame Ward helps with. This build's so dirty. It's greasy. You just freaking melting everybody around you. We're gonna be up we'll be at about 220 corruption next Oribus kill. And then we'll only have to kill him twice more. So three Oribus kills and I'll be at 300 plus corruption. Or like 350 maybe. Because I get 60 or 70 per kill right now. So if I kill him twice more, I'll be at 320 corruption. Wait, no, I'm at 160. I'll be at 280 if I kill him twice. So that's not too bad. I can use my temporal keystones for the stability for the boss, but I still have to find the Oribus echoes. Cemetery. Okay, where was I going? I was gonna... Oh, yeah, that's a false temple. I was gonna go there because of the XP. Do I have the item on me? Yeah. Okay, let's do the false temple, and then I'll grab that cemetery. And when I do the cemetery, that will let me put the Woven Echo down so I can shatter my set items. I think that's called... I think it's the Farsight Turtle or something. Farseek Turtle. That lets you do that. Oh yeah. Elemental damage, baby. I'm gonna get mad XP off this false temple echo. Mad XP, we're gonna hit 83 in no time. And then our damage should go up because of the wrong warp that we're gonna equip in our right hand. Okay. Oh, I've got an XP boost. Oh my god. I've got an XP boost right now. Don't die, don't die. I need to stay alive. Yes. What's this? I don't need it. It's only 1 LP. So I don't care. Man, I just want to run as fast as I can and get as much XP as possible. Portal Charm. Everybody needs to die right now. Ooh, T7 cold damage. Probably actually not going to use that, but whatever. Oh my goodness. We're just wrecking, man. Look at this, so fast. I'm a speed demon. I'm freaking Steve McQueen. Wait, Speed? Name's Speed McQueen? Whatever. The red card for cards. Steve McQueen's a different person. Oh my gosh, I got another XP boost. Yes, this is why I love False Temple. So good for leveling up. This Woven Echo is the bomb. Oh, there's a big concentration of shrines right here. Let's see how many we can get all at once. Oh, there they are. Look at that gold. Man, this is freaking dopamine maxing right now. Just zooming and distributing doom amongst all of these mobs. Not literally, I'm not a doom build, but you know what I'm saying? Just destruction, just melting faces off with my volcanic orbs. Okay, just a little bit left. We're a walking pulsar star. A binary... Wait, yeah, that's what it is, right? Binary star. Where it's two stars orbiting each other. Except I sometimes have like 5. What do we got? Hell yeah. More rings to shatter. Don't need that. Do I have anything I want to drop off? That's fine. Okay. Ooh, is that another false temple? Hell yeah, dude. What the hell? You know what? Let me do... I guess I'll do the cemetery because I'm close enough to my level now. I'll probably get it without having to do another false temple. Although I love... False temples are just fun to do, man. And that's what we're here for. We're here to have fun. Here to push corruption and have fun. What do we got? T7 cold damage again. Hey, how come that didn't make the sound though? Maybe... I need to set it higher? I don't know. I guess I can hide a lot of items now. Like, I could hide all tier 5 stuff now. I'm not really looking at that. That would actually probably help me survive in some boss fights because there'd be less crap for me to accidentally click on the ground. What is that? Oh, it's one of those guys, right? He's dead. Oh, this build's so strong. I love it. And I just freaking made it up. I was just like, I want to use those 2 rings. Here we are. See how she does. He does. See how the build does as the game gets harder, but I'm sure we'll have some challenges in the future still. One down, one to go. Pardon me. How rude. Just need a couple more kills to fill the stability. And then we can leave this echo. There we go. You know what though? I do want level 83, so let's just keep smashing them. Need level 83, baby. This is going quite well actually in terms of the experience points. I ain't mad at it. Oh, a nemesis. What do you know? I'll do that. Yeah. 1 LP. It's better than nothing, I guess. T7 melee void damage. That's cool. I don't need it though. Oh, yeah, we can leave here. Wrong warp. Ooh. Alright. And we got the boss echo ready to go, but I'm gonna do this cemetery. Uh-oh, Italy, or whatever it's called. Oh, it wasn't the champion though. I saw that T-Rex and I just assumed it was the champion version, but it wasn't. Yay, 83! After these mobs, I'll equip the wrong warp that we just slammed. See what my damage says. 464. $512. Okay. I got a skill point I could put into... Okay, that's maxed. Where am I going next? That's the question. Intelligence and word gain on spell. I wouldn't mind that, I guess. And fire resist, lightning resist. Attack speed wouldn't be bad. Ooh, cold and fire damage. Chill and ignite. I mean, that's pretty cool. I'm a little bit more interested in defensive options because... Wait, how's this proc again? When you directly use a melee attack and hit at least one enemy. Buff that grants less damage taken. That seems okay. This would be kind of cool. Oh yeah, movement speed, more damage. I could do, I mean... could do that. What's Surge do again? Isn't it a movement skill? Okay, let's carry on. Dang. Doing some damage. Doing some real big damage. This wrong warp was a good idea. Is that the champion? No, that's just a regular one too. God damn, what is my DPOs? 500,000. That's high as hell. What's this? Ooh, fire pen and cold damage? basic. What we got? Nothing really. Damn, this is a sick build. It just keeps getting better. I hit one plateau with it. On survivability when I started to corrupt empowered monoliths at 100 corruption, but I'm good now. As long as you keep moving, that's the thing. You can't really stop and stand still all that much on this build, but the thing is too, though, I got boots on that whenever you do stop, because you do stop moving occasionally, and it gives you a bunch of ward from the boots I have on. And that's really handy. Even though I have my ward's kind of capped at like 3470 T6 ward per second, not bad, not bad. My ward's kind of capped, but it's still good because when you're under the cap, it can help you not die. Oh, that's disappointing. Should have just ignored that champ and went to the end. Do I even get to place things in it now? Much lower chance of... As long as I can still place the Woven Echo down for the Farsight Turtle or whatever. I think it's Seek, Farseek. I'll find out in a moment when I go to place it. Whether or not I'm still allowed to place it because I failed the Echo just there. Rune of Havoc. You just pick up everything except for the Rune of Havoc for a minute. Okay, if I see a champ in here again, I'm just gonna ignore it because I don't really need to kill the champs. I just need to kill the boss. Okay. Chest, and then south? Seems like the right direction to go. Just slaughtering these mobs. It's like a pretty tanky build until you stop moving, and then standing still for more than a split second kind of seems like it gets you killed. Which you could spin to be a positive, that it's a risk-reward playstyle for people who like exhilaration and risking their life. Or you could be pragmatic and say it's really squishy. But we're trying to figure out a way to make this build work so we can make a build guide video for funsies that people might see and go, hey, I want to try that build, it looks fun. Because it is fun. So zoomy, and I love the destruction. You're just a walking cataclysm. Hell yeah. Alright. Oh, and we got another cemetery up there. That's sweet. So I want the turtle. Right? Yeah. Um, the Great Bridge. Oh, that's what it is. It's not the turtle. The Great Bridge is what I need. Shatter your set items. We'll put that here. Okay. And then the turtle, Far Sight turtle. What's he do again? Oh, right. Increasing energy. Okay, so that's the legendary potential thing. So why don't we throw one of those on too? If I do that, and bam, and then I guess there. Cool. Anything else I want to plop down? Sure, let's see about this lady, this boss, or whatever the hell it is. Is that my only one? It is. Okay. Let us. I don't really need to do this. At least not for this character. Like, I think all I can do with these idols that I have equipped is all I can do with them right now. I had some new idols. Oh, I can reforge. What do I have again? I've got one big, one small. So, hey, what's going on? There we go. Reforge. See what we get. Is that not the exact same affixes it had before? Did that just not work? That's weird, right? Okay, we need the Great Bridge first and foremost. What build is this? It is one that I just made up the other day. Oh, my camera went out of focus. Like, really out of focus. Let me fix that. That's weird. Will that fix it? There we go. I had to fix the autofocus there. This build is one I made up. It is a volcanic orb spellblade. So you melee attack and it casts volcanic orbs around you, and you use your movement ability Flame Rush and you turn into a volcanic orb, and it also makes more volcanic orbs. And that's pretty much the build. You just run around, smash through enemies, and volcanic orbs do all the damage for you. And they just happen automatically. It's magical. It's absolutely magical. Oh, don't die. What was this? Profane Champions Bird. Oh, I don't want that. Nemesis, eh. Probably should have banished that one, but whatever. Next time. Next time. Another champ? What are you doing, Ashvan? What are you doing in here, man? You're trying to... Uh-oh, get rid of that. Can't stand in the AoEs. Look what he dropped for me. That is not a bad T6, if I do say so myself. I'm acting like a hoarder though and picking up things I don't really need. Is there always this many champs on these? I don't know if I remember having to fight 3 champions in Great Bridge. It's not bad. Yeah, I'm not gonna pick those up. Boss fight. Alright, careful, don't die, don't die. I like that this guy doesn't have frickin' ward. He just had a health bar. A lot of the bosses have ward on top of their health bar. Okay. Let's put as many rings as possible in here. Do I have any more in my... Yes, I do. There should be one more. Yep, there it is. Do I want to shatter these? I really like this set. I haven't used it yet. But it's a ring and an amulet. Straight chance proof. Like, that's a really good amulet. But I don't really need the set. Anyway, I'm going to shatter these. I guess I could shatter other stuff. I've got room. Wouldn't mind shattering a Jorman set. Maybe a lance. You know what? Let me do that. And... yeah, what the hell? Oh yeah, I can do... Why didn't it work? Did it work? Why didn't it work? That was weird. It just like, I don't know, kind of seemed like it bugged out. Which ones do I have duplicates of? Ruby Fang? Sure. I don't know. Lost Bear. Ruby. Zarek? I don't know. I only really needed to do the rings, so everything else was just gravy. What time is it? It's 2 p.m. How long am I streaming for? 1 hour, 15 minutes. Okay. So I shattered those. And that was for the purpose of experimenting with some exalted jewelry. Now, I don't know if it's a suffix or an affix. I guess it's a suffix for these. In which case, okay, what? Let me look at my stats. What's my spell crit? 63%. What rings would I want? I would want, okay, first of all, I wish it would sort by rings. Hell yeah, brother. Okay, perfect. What stat do I want the most? Like int, health, vit, mana, like that ring does fire damage. That's pretty cool for me. Elemental resistance, movement speed wouldn't be bad. Vitality wouldn't be bad. I'd want one with, so it has to have one free suffix. So those are pretty much out of the picture. That could work, but I don't like the T6 that's on it. That, oh wait, can also do, okay, let's see. It's probably wasting these. Oh yeah, cooldown. Okay, let's, okay. That is a very strong candidate. Cooldown would be awesome. Endurance, not bad. Ooh, T7 crit strike. But I would have to get rid of that lightning. 5. Okay, what if I... Like, there's a lot of things in here that could work. Just not sure what's the most ideal option. That could work. That could work. Okay, so that's a good start. Let's now see which one's the best. Like, that is a fire ass ring, if you ask me. So what, you'd want Pyrolith? Is that the idea? Chance to cast when you use a fire melee or traversal skill, increase fire damage. The fire one is the one that has a word per second, yeah. Okay, what? Lightning or cold resist would be good. I don't hate the necrotic, but I don't want it. Oh, this is risky. Do I chaos or what's it called? Glyph of Chaos or Glyph of Despair? Shit. Right, alright. Oh wait, do I need cold resist? I do, so I could leave the freeze rate multiplier. I don't know if I want that. It's also... Yo, that was fire. I just sealed the freeze rate. That is really nice. Okay, now what? Elemental damage, probably? Elemental damage would be good. Spell damage would be good. Intelligence would be good. Oh my gosh, could I do another one? Wait a second. Can I do both on one ring? Oh, I thought for a second I thought we could do that. Oh, we're not allowed. That makes sense. That makes sense. Do I want int or damage? Int. Okay, now we need to think. Is it worth switching? So that's fire resist and fire damage, which I actually kind of need. 504. 542. Ooh, I think we're gonna keep it. Dude, that just added 40k DPS. Oh, but that's... Wait. What's that? Oh no. What's that? So that's 504. That's got 11 in. Wait, what's my award? So that's the fire one, right? Yeah. Oh wait, it also... Oh no! When it's reforged... I don't know if we're gonna bother with reforging then. Unless if I ignored the cold one. I could go full fire damage, no cold. I kind of like having the cold and fire though, it looks cool. But 423. What am I getting from that I'm... Oh yeah, I wanted to check the ward. Does it go up? No, because it's capped. So maybe we don't use reforged set items on this build. Maybe we just use the set. Okay, so there's a false temple there. Hidden oasis. Cemetery of the Erased, Farsight Turtle. Do this false echo, false temple echo? Yeah. power through this false echo, false temple. Why can't I say it right? What's happening? Prophecy fulfilled. I want to see what that blue drop was. This guy. No, it's stinky. 1, 2, 3. Are we gonna get another level off this? Oh, there's a champ. Champ should be easy on this now, though. Man, my throat is a little bit irritated. Need a haul or something. Alright, let's keep moving. Go back and grab that Lightless Arbor key. I want to see what that idol is. If it's any good. Not really. Not for me. $84. Congratulations, myself. Thank you, myself. You're welcome, myself. Ooh, T7 elemental damage. Save that for later. Wouldn't mind throwing that on my Orion's thing. Although, I might be better off putting a defensive affix on my necklace once I get Orion's Eye with LP. Because a lot of my damage just comes from the skill trees and passives and stuff anyway. Like, I don't really need to do a whole lot more damage than this, I don't think. T7 mana spent gained as ward. I'm a little bit on the fence about mana spent gained as ward. Sometimes it's really good. Sometimes I'm like, maybe I should pick something better than that. Oh, wait. Should I? I'm torn. Oh, I'm really torn. Should I put that point? Should I start putting points into this? Because that'll keep me alive. This... I don't know, like 2 more points in that will help my survivability, but it's not... I don't know if... I think health would be more directly impactful. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get picky and respec just a single passive point. Which, yeah. Might seem extreme, but
Hello, traveler.
okay, pop out of there. We're just, you know, we're trying to optimize things. So what are we at? We're at 3492. We'll pop this point into here. Oh wait, was there... Okay. Cool. So that added like 20 more ward, I guess. Oh, I need a quick break. I'll be right back. Might need a Freshka too, actually. I said Freshka, but I got a Diet Coke instead. Just before I do those 2 next Woven Echoes that I put down to get more Weaver Tree points, what I'll do, since I'm recording this for my build guide video when I do put that out, I'm just going to go through the passives right now and the skill points. So starting with the Mage tree, we're going to take all the health and mana we can get up here with Scholar, Intelligence, and some resists on Arcanist. 1 point in a reactive ward to unlock Warden. We'll put 5 points there. So we're just putting 20 points into Mage right now for the moment. And then I came over to Sorcerer to get some mana regen and intelligence, as well as spell crit chance per intelligence. So we've got 5 points here, 5 points in some more mana and ward, and 6 points into mana and mana regen. And then Rune Master, again, we're getting some survivability and mana. So we've got 8 full points into Sphere of Protection, 5 points into Unsealed Mana, 1 point into Arcane Focus, so that we can get Transcendence, which gives us health and ward per second. And then we come to the Spellblade tree. So we're in Spellblade because we want dual wield. We put 6 points into elemental damage and resistance, 1 point into infused weapon. This is just to unlock more of the tree. Arcane Warden, we're going to max out with 8 points. And then Arcane Shielding gives us some more health and armor. Resonating Aegis gives us some armor. Defender of Welrin gives dexterity and crit chance. We have a decent amount of dex and int, and we're going to keep getting more. Gemini, he's my Gemini twin. That's our dual wield. That's integral for the damage of this build. That's why we're doing so much damage, because we have a sword in our offhand. Mana Reaver, we're going to max out. And then next up, Conjured Armor gives more ward per second and armor. And then Outrun and Outlast. So I'm only 84 right now. We've got 16 more passive points to unlock. And we can look at the skill points now. So, and we'll look at the equipment, of course. Star of the show, Volcanic Orb. We're going to go up here to Molten Core, max it out. Volcanic Acceleration, max it out. Orb of Speed, Pyroclastic Speed. Then we're going to come over here to Volcanic Frenzy, Concentrated Effect, Infernal Caster, Monolithic Eruption, and then any extra points you can put into mana efficiency. All those points are for more damage from the orb itself. We don't really care about the shrapnel. The shrapnel's nice, but we don't care about it. Now, Flame Rush, you're going to come down here, get this Fiery Overload. 1 point in a Lunar Protection at first when you're leveling. Get Magma Starter, so now your Flame Rush is an actual Volcanic Orb. You turn into Volcanic Orb. And then you max out these nodes because they buff you. And max out Speed and Range with 3 points, and then any extra points you have can go into Fire Resistance Shred. Pardon me. From there, we're getting Flame Ward. This is going to be... When you're leveling, you're going to want Mana Strike early, but I'm just reading them in the order that they appear here. Flame Ward. Yeah, Stalwart Defense, 1 point. Barrier, so that you can get 2 points in a barrier, so that you can get the mana efficiency, Mental Aegis, and Warmth. This is one of the main reasons we're using Flame Ward, is because it increases our mana regen. It does cost 9 mana, but it makes up for it with the mana regen. Then we'll come down here, Prismatic Buffer, so we can get Energized. That gives us ward per second. And you can get Dilation, so it lasts longer and it costs less mana. Mana Strike. So the main two abilities you're using are Mana Strike and Flame Rush, because they both generate volcanic orbs through our rings that are a set of 2 rings. Mana Strike, you want to come up here and get mana from orbs. Frigid Grasp, that's important for the build. This turns it into a cold ability, which is why Flame Rush and Mana Strike go together. One's fire, one's cold, or one's ice, whatever. You can come down here, Mana Spark, to get Bountiful Victory. All the nodes we're taking are to get more mana back when we use this melee attack. Attack speed, area, mana gained, reclamation. And extra points you can go into area or attack speed. Both of those are really helpful. Enchant Weapon, you could switch this out for a different ability if you wanted, but the most important thing is 2 points into this so that you can unlock efficacy. Put 2 points into efficacy so you can get Kindling Blade. This makes Enchant Weapon cast itself whenever you do a melee attack and it's not on cooldown. That's really important. And then once you unlock that, you want to max out these 2 nodes and then come up here and get Cleanse ailments and max out the melee attack speed. The melee attack speed is really the most important part about Enchant Weapon for this build, because we want to attack as fast as possible to generate as much mana as quickly as possible, because Volcanic Orb costs almost 60 mana for us to cast, and we're going to be casting like 3 at a time, or 4 or 5 sometimes, and that's all your mana. So Enchant Weapon doesn't do a whole lot for us, but it does increase our mana regeneration by increasing our attack speed, and this is just a floating optional ability because we don't really need a 5th skill on this build, but this one auto casts, so why not? So those are the skill points, and then finally I'll take a minute here to look at the equipment. So I'm not usually somebody that is going to put a unique item in every slot on a character build, but in this case, I mean, this build's pretty equipment intensive. That's why we're getting, you know, almost 500,000 Volcanic Orb damage, DPS I should say. So we've got a Wrong Warp with increased spell damage. We're not getting all the we're not getting the Chrono Warp buff from Wrong Warp because we're not using Teleport or Transplant, but it's whatever. We're equipping this because it can give us haste on hit. We do a lot of hits. Our Volcanic Orbs spin around us super fast, so they keep hitting enemies, and there's multiple of them. So we get haste all the time, and movement speed increases the damage you do with spells when you're wearing this wand. So we're going to be increasing our damage a lot when we're in combat by like buffing ourselves and getting haste. So this 470,000 DPS Volcanic Orb is actually going to keep going up as we fight, and that's why it's like it usually will be over 500,000, but because I'm in town right now, it doesn't show that. Next up is Architects of Astral Blood. This is your primordial equipment item for the build, because you can only have one. And this is how we're surviving right now. This is why we've got 3,500 ward and it's full. I've got a T7 intelligence on this one, so that's pretty sweet. That also increases our damage and increases our ward. Bone Clamor Barbute, I just threw a T7 ward per second on here because why not? This is another item that's giving us some survivability. Orion's Eye, I need to get LP on this item. I don't have that yet, but all these unique equipments are basically just keeping us alive. Transcriber's Graver. Now, this is why we're a Spellblade, so that you can have this sword in your left hand, because it increases a bunch of stuff. Like it modifies Volcanic Orb and Flame Rush. Well, it mainly just modifies Flame Rush, but anyway, it also gives us penetration, and I've got the nice thing about swords is you can put spell damage on them. For this belt, this is probably going to change at some point, but I mainly have this for the resists and the cooldown recovery. We're taking cooldown recovery every possible place we can get it because we want to be able to cast Flame Rush every like 2 seconds if we can. That maximizes our damage. I've got Grasp of the Blood Mage here. I don't usually use this item, but it's giving us a good amount of tankiness on bosses, and it's giving spell crit. Transient Rest. Every time you stop moving, you get ward based on your current mana. We are mana stacking on this build, but not to an extreme extent. It may be the case later that we get 500 plus or maybe even 800 or 1000 mana. I'm not sure if we'll quite stack mana to that point because it hasn't been necessary yet, but we'll see as the corruption increases in the monoliths if we need to go that route. But this gives a lot of resistances and generates ward, gives us some movement speed. It's got cooldown recovery because I slammed it. And then the Eye of Orexia is our other volcanic orb item that we're using. We've got 4 items that empower volcanic orb on this build. That's why it's hitting so hard. And it just increases the damage of it primarily, and that's what matters. And then the star of the show, this set of 2 rings, 1 fire, 1 ice, are the whole reason. I saw your comment. I'll respond to that in just a moment. These 2 rings are the whole reason that I chose to make this build for season 4 because they just came out. Seems like nobody's using them right now. They make volcanic orbs orbit around you, which is really cool. They make it cast volcanic orb every time you do a melee fire or cold attack or a fire or ice traversal attack. So the way it works is you cast Flame Rush, which is fire. It turns you into a volcanic orb. It generates a volcanic orb that circles around you and hits every enemy close by. And then as soon as your Flame Rush completes and you're in an enemy pack, you start meleeing them with Mana Strike, which is a cold melee ability. And that generates a cold volcanic orb as well. So now you've got a fire and an ice volcanic orb both spinning around you. And you keep hitting Flame Rush. It's a 2-second cooldown. So you just keep doing both those abilities and alternate between fire and ice. And it makes a ton of volcanic orbs that circle around you and do a ton of damage. So to answer your question about the spell damage leech, just going to read it out here. Do you feel the leech from the gloves affecting your ward because of the chest piece? So that's the cool thing. I thought about this too. It's actually better for us because this chest piece, you don't lose the ward when your health goes up, unlike some of the other ward generating items. This one you can have max ward and max health at the same time. It's just when you're out of combat, it does look like a low health build, or low life build I should say, but it's not actually a low life build. So we need to go. I'm trying to work my way to these 2 Woven Echoes. So we'll go here. Look at that. Just making tons of volcanic orbs. But yeah, as you can see, I'm staying at 3,500 ward, and my health is healing back up to full from all the spell leech that's on those gloves that you pointed out, which is very exciting. Oh, hello. Very fun build to play because you're just so fast and you have haste all the time. Yeah, the chess piece is like excellent. There's so many builds that it works on because it gives you so much tankiness, and you don't have to play low life. Like, even if you step on a health potion and it heals you, it's like just bonus. It's gravy. No downside. I need to put this build into Last Epoch Tools build planner because I have not done that yet. Yeah, I really hadn't played a lot of Spellblade. I made one and I really liked it a long time ago. Where I just pretty much did like a Flame Reave Spellblade, and then I didn't touch it forever, but I saw the set of rings and I was like, we need a melee attack and a traversal attack to make these rings work. And boy, do they work. And it's kind of cool because it is a Spellblade, but it's still focused mainly on having a spell be cast instead of like just meleeing. Oh, get out of that damage. I was stuck there for a sec. It webbed me. Alright. Anything good? I don't really need that Bastion of Honor. Oh, I don't need this either, so I might as well pick it up. Why is he having an issue dropping that? There we go. I'll take the Bastion, even though it doesn't have LP. Yeah, what I'll do, I'll probably in like 15-20 minutes, depending how long it takes me to finish off these two woven echoes I've got left. I'll make it on Last Epoch Tools like right now, and then I'll post it on the video description. Yeah, it's pretty fun. Did I just miss the chest? I don't really need to put any more of those down, but I should empty my stash a little bit. Shields. Do I have that? Oh, I guess I don't have a shields category on that yet. Armor. Probably drop some of this stuff. I pick up so much stuff by accident with my controller. While I'm at it, let me fix the reason this keeps happening is because I haven't hidden rare items. I don't really need rare items anymore. And then this. Okay, so that's tier 6 and up already. Okay, I think that's good. I'll just finish. I don't really even need to finish the stability on here, but I don't like leaving the rewards on the table. It only takes a minute to get the stability filled up. So zoomy, so fast. Fastest guy in the room. As Casey Rocket would say. Oh, I got dual champs. That's scary. Okay. Just gotta focus on not dying. As long as we don't die, we should be fine. Alright. A bow? Nah, not gonna pick it up. What's this? Is it good? It didn't make a funny sound, so it's not a T7. It's a T6 int helmet. Not gonna pick it up. I saw a Nemesis in the west. No, I'll banish it. Oh my gosh, I'm so close to getting... What is the reward anyway? Can't remember what that symbol is. Anybody home? Oh, it wasn't enough. Ah, whatever. I don't care. Just what a waste of time. Okay. Farsight Turtle. Heart of the Hive. This one will give me a Weaver's Tree point if I draw. Right, the Drow Queen. Right. This might be really hard. I don't really remember the mechanics of this fight. I've never beaten it. I've tried it a few times, but I never really got like incentive to do it. So we'll see. See if I make it. I've almost beat her before. Seems like I'm doing okay if I can stay out of danger. Which, like, those guys do quite a bit of damage. I don't wanna die, don't wanna die. Oh yeah. Come on. Yeah! That's awesome. Wasn't too bad. Oh, nice! I've been meaning to get this item. I wanted that for my Spriggan. Oh, I got 2 of them. Or 3. What's this? Ooh, T7 Vit. I should probably have that in my loot filter. Like, T7 Vit's pretty good on almost every class. That's fun. I like the Veil Spirits on one of my Spriggan builds. So that will be interesting to experiment with. Let's put it in the stash. I think it's a relic. Pretty certain it's a relic. Oh, no room for it. Just put it in there for the moment. I also decided I was not going to use reforged rings, so I guess I can put these rings back. Get them out of my inventory. Oh. Ah, whatever. Yeah, I'll put all the jewelry in. I don't really need it right now. Like, I need another one of these. T7 Vit. Actually, transient rest with T7 Vit and T6 or 7 cooldown recovery would be pretty awesome. I was gonna do that Farsight turtle, and then I'll actually put together the build planner on Last Epoch tools, so I haven't done that yet. I think it's about time. I think it's ready. And I'm gonna edit this stream, cut it up, and turn that into a build guide video, because I pretty much went through everything between my stream this morning and this one. And that will be a video for next week. I don't know if I think I have done Farsight Turtle, but I don't know if I've actually, I can't remember. I haven't done it too many times either. I've been slacking on the Woven Echoes. Ooh, don't die. Is that it? That wasn't too bad. My dog's going off. Because people are most certainly walking by. That was weird. Walking by. I want my transcribers, gravers. That's what I want. Okay, so I can put any LP in here. Can I put 0 LPs? Is there anything else I would like to put in here? Mantle the Pale Ox. Do I have any more transient rest? I do, but not with LP. What else should I throw in here? I could put... I use that item on a lot of other characters, so I could put that. You know what? My B build on my Spriggan, put those. I don't really have much else, I feel like, worrying about right now, so I'll probably just slam it, or whatever, reroll. See what happens. 5 transcribers. Okay. To work? Oh, okay. So that rerolled 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. Okay. That's what's supposed to happen, right? Yeah. Like, there's a high chance that they reroll 0s, and there's a low chance that they reroll higher. So, to be expected, I suppose. I kind of feel a little bit bad, actually. Because well, I wasn't going to use the 1 LP items, though, so they were pretty much useless. Ooh. Yeah, they were pretty much useless. That's what I need to tell myself. Can you do it more than once? Oh, no, because they have to have 1 LP at least, right? Yeah, okay. Well, now I understand that mechanic better, but I don't really want to do more of it right now. So that... yeah, looks like it's time to do the last epoch tools, LE tools planner. I was also gonna do cemetery spawn rate, I think. Cool. Confirm. Yeah, I'll probably put another point into there if I unlock another one. So I need to just switch from this view to LE tools, which means I need to change to a different scene. There we go. Okay. Let's do LE tools. Last epoch tools. And I need to log in. So let me do this for a moment. Just gonna log in on a black screen here, so nobody needs to see my credentials. And I'm doing a CAPTCHA right now because, man, LE Tools always makes me do a CAPTCHA. And I don't think it's just me, but I do wonder. Build planner. Okay, let me re-enable this and we can make it a bit bigger. Select the Spellblade. And then I guess I should actually do this. Yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll put LE tools on the side for now while I copy the build into it. Starting with the passives, so 8 points into Scholar, 6 into Arcanist, 1 in a Reactive Ward, 5 into Warden. And then Rune Master next. 5 points in Unsealed Mana, 1 point in Arcane Focus, 4 points in Transcendence, 6 points, 4 points in Sphere of Protection, 6 points in Transcendence. And then we'll round out Sphere of Protection fully. We'll go Sork next. Sork, we do 5 points in Mana Shell, 6 points in Wisdom, 5 points in Calculated Destruction. Then we can do Spellblade. Alright, 1 point in Infused Weapon, 8 points in Arcane Warden, 6 points in Elemental Affinity, 5 points in Arcane Shielding, 4 points in Resonating Aegis, 5 points in Defender of Welrin, 1 point in Illusory Combatant, 1 point in Gemini, 5 points in Mana Reaver. Oh, gotta scroll over here. 4 points in Conjured Armor. 5 points in Outrun and Outlast. But then the question is, How do we spend the rest of these passive points once we're level 100? That I have not exactly figured out yet. Probably go 4 points in Illusory Combatant, 6 points in Volca's Razor, maybe? The rest of them in Outrun and Outlast. That seems okay to me, because that's more health, damage, movement speed, dodge, attack speed. I mean, those are all really, really helpful for us. Okay, so that's the passives. I'll do the skills. Okay. Oh, I guess I don't really need to be doing this live on stream, but I think I can repurpose the recording. So we're starting with Volcanic Orb. And we'll go to sweet. And then I'll do Mana Strike next because those are the two fundamental abilities for the build. We're going Arcanist Blade, Frigid Grasp. Okay. 4, 3, 1 point left. What did I do with that last point? I confused myself. Oh, right. Put it up here in Arcanist Blade to max that out. And then Flame Rush is the next most important ability, and we need to go here. Sweet. I should be done this planner in just a minute. And then I will put it right in the description of this video and my part 1 video I did earlier this morning. Yep, there's that. And then enchant weapons, the final ability to fill out. I got 5 more points left. Oh yeah. Bam, bam, bam. Oh yeah, I took that as well. Cool. So that's the skills completed. Fill up the skill bar here. You know what? I'll bring it back over here. Yeah. Mana Strike. Enchant weapon. Okay, I think I need to look at my window here, yeah. Bar boot. Okay, we got the bar boot with the word per second. I don't know if that's probably not the best affix for it. Oh, it's a suffix, isn't it? Yeah, it is a suffix. Okay, T7, save. Astral Blood with T7 Intelligence. Let's just search, try to make it as quick as possible, because I might need to make some lunch. Even though I had brunch. So I guess, what comes after brunch? It's not lunch, right? Second breakfast? Let's do, I don't know if it's Orion's Eye or Orion's Eye. And I'm not even sure yet which affix I want to slam on it. Like, crit chance would be pretty good. Elemental damage would be good. I don't know. There's a lot of good options for this. Mana. I don't know. Maybe defensive. Spell crit would be nice. Ooh, spell damage is an option. Yeah, I mean, pretty much anything would be good on this, realistically. I'm not gonna worry about it right now. Wrong warp. What I'm gonna do is... Oh, I have to select wand. Wrong warp. And its prefix was T7 spell damage. Save that. This is the transcriber graver with spell damage and what was the other thing I had? Spell damage and then spell critical strike chance. No. What do I have on it? Oh, just regular crit strike chance. Oopsies. Okay. Crit. I don't think it's T6, but whatever. Put the rings on. Is that the right one? Yep. Put the blood mage thingies on. Whoopsies. Didn't mean to do that. And they've got, what is it, cooldown? No, crit strike, T7. I got really lucky with my T7 so far on this build. I feel like T7 crit chance, save, transient rest. We got that with cooldown. I don't know what tier it is. It's probably like T6. And then it's got void resist. Although that might not be the best thing. This will be a build planner representing exactly what I have, more or less, rather than like the most ideal. And then as I keep working on this build, I'll update the planner. I'll update all the videos with the new link to the new planners as it evolves, and eventually I'll post what the optimal build would be. I just haven't exactly figured that out yet. Okay, so crit strike multi and void resist. Does this also have? Yeah, it does. Huh. Crit multi. Whoops. Okay, select prefix crit. Pardon me, crit multi. Void resist. And then I just have the belt to do, which is the resistance belt, which I use this on most of my builds realistically. What are the stats on it? Mana regen. Okay, mana regen, tier 6. We could definitely have a better second prefix, so I think I will choose a more optimal belt once we get lucky. Actually, Ward and Ailment Cleanse is not bad because my enchant weapon is my Ailment Cleanse, but it only happens, like, it's got a pretty long cooldown. So let's grab this. Did I say tier 6 for that one? I did. So I'll do tier 5 for that. Suffix, crit strike, avoid, oh, cooldown. Obvi. Yep. And then crit strike, avoidance, and dodge chance, or whatever, dodge rating. Cool. That is a nice belt. Okay, so that's the gear for the planner. The idols, I'll need to select. Maybe I can just do it by how it looks. It's 3 in a line. Which also, like, this might not be the best altar thingy. Ugh, you know what? It seems like a lot to choose. Just Trinity of Flames and Throne of Ambition. Trinity. Trinity of Flame. Whoops. Save that. Ambition. Save that. This could be a grand. Should I do... Well, I guess I should do the optimal versions of these as well for the build planner. What we aspire to. Mana is not bad. Okay, we'll do mana. Increased fire damage would be good. Mana and armor. Word per second. Let's do that. Enchanted. This enchanted affix would be pretty good. Ooh, crit strike. Yes, please. T7. I can dream, can't I? I think that's all she wrote, right? Yeah, okay. We'll just leave it at that for now. And this bottom one, we'll do ornate, heretical. What's the best one? Cooldown recover? No. Volcanic orb? Yeah, that's the one. And then suffix. Increased fire damage would be sweet. Mana and armor, ward per second. And we'll do an enchanted affix. Ooh, hello. Cool. And then these two will do Vit. Right, vitality. Physical resistance is probably the other thing I would do. Yeah, let's do physical. Let's get physical. Physical. Bees? No. Crit strike. Ooh, dodge rating while evade would be nice. Health regen. Crit strike. We don't need no bees. This ain't no bee build. What are you talking about? Vit. And physical. Oh, wait, that's damage. I want resist. Physical resistance and crit. Cool. And then the other two little ones, I just did little mana ones. Is this the one I want? I think so. Mana. Health? Yeah, let's do... Wait, can you get mana and mana regen? Have I not seen that too? That's, yeah, mana increased mana regen. And then health and mana, or health and health regen. Dang it. Let's do health and mana. Are mine no. Are mine corrupted? No, they're not corrupted. So I won't put the... Yeah. Do the same thing here. Prefix. Mana and mana regen. Suffix. Health and mana. Sweet. Okay, I got passives, skills, equipment, idols, blessings. We're just gonna go defensive, aren't we? Void resist. Void resist. Word per second would be sweet. There was lightning resist. I'll probably just grab all resists on these and then yeah, all resist. Armor. Cold resist, I was a little bit lacking in my gear. Physical resist, I capped with my gear. So I'll probably go cold resist then. Yeah. And then, is that the last one? No, I got one more. So armor would be nice. Fire shred. Endurance. Fire resist. I think I had to take fire resist on. Although armor would be not bad. Frailty on hit actually would be kind of smart because I don't have frailty and I do a lot of hits. I do a ton of hits in a short amount of time. So there's the build planner. Now let's save it. How do I, oh yeah, I need to scroll over here, save and share. Add to my builds, build title, or yeah, season 4 volcanic orb, that rhymes. Spellblade. Add. Go to my, okay, save and get link. Go to my builds, click on this. All right, here is a link to the build guide, folks. I just need to open up my YouTube and I'll post it there. And actually, I'm probably going to end the stream here and go make some lunch or whatever comes after brunch, because anyway. Thanks for tuning in. I really appreciate it. Subscribe to the channel if you want more Last Epoch videos. And yeah, thanks for joining me. If you look back, I've got 2 streams today. If you look back at the first one, you'll see the build planner in the description of that video. I'll also put it on this one, but it might take a bit for YouTube to turn this into a VOD. So have a great rest of your day.